right, here we go. Of course, I don't have anything ready, not even on YouTube. There I am. All right, we'll give it a few seconds. Juan, there you are. What's up, brother? I was just talking to Juan. Juan's my boy. JC, what's up? What's up? We're gonna get this thing kicked off tonight. It feels like it has been forever since we've done a live stream, so I am ready to get this done. What's up, everybody? Check in. All right, let me make sure we can see what we want to see. Looks like we can. Audio check, everybody. How is the audio? Is the audio good? Yo, yo, good. All right. Here we go. This thing popped out because I don't like looking at myself. So, guys, as you can see, last minute, nothing is scripted here on this channel. And I got to think, what can we talk about tonight? And obviously one of the big things is Vanilla Ice. I think his name's Rob Van Winkle, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Just got his car restored, the original car from Ice Ice Baby. I was like, you know what, that'll be a good topic. We can talk about that and obviously whatever else tonight. Audio is good. Go Fast Nation. Good deal. Glad you can hear me. Wee Man's from Tennessee area. Ice Ice Baby, that's right. Was that Dom? Yeah. I like the song. Yeah, man, I think anybody that's into Foxbodies, you know Vanilla Ice. You have listened to his stuff. You at least know Ice Ice Baby. I mean, that's kind of, I'm not going to say what popularized Foxbodies, but it really put them on the map back in, what was it, like 1990, I think, whenever that song come out. Yeah, definitely. The Ice Fox is definitely the retro Fox. All right, so 50 Fox from Northern California. Yeah, Ivan, so as you all know, Kobe Bryant and his daughter lost their lives today in I think it was a helicopter accident. Was that right? Did you hear about it? Mm-hmm. Well, anyway, it was really bad. I got notification earlier, so, thoughts and prayers go out to the family. Yeah, so everybody's just quoting words from the song. That was it, guys. I'm going to be honest with you. Back whenever, I was coming up, oh my God, I wanted a white 5.0 convertible so bad. And, like I said, we called them back in the day, we didn't call them Foxbodies. We called them, 5.0s or 5.0s. That's what they were called back in the day. So that car, just like I said, it helped popularize the Foxbodies. I was there. Okay, so Steven says that he was there at Cars and Coffee in West Palm Beach. So that was a cool event. So I take it. First name's Rob, right? Everybody, somebody in the comment section, let me know before I keep calling by the wrong name. Yeah. Okay. All right. So Rob seems to be a really cool guy. Thoughts on Vanilla Ice's restoration? So Ivan, he changed a few things up. Obviously, I think back in the day it had Borbits or something like that on it, or Primes. Who knows what it had on it in the video? But if I'm not mistaken, they were like a 5-star wheel. He obviously changed the wheels up, which I really like. That looks good. The interior was really custom. So I'm not too much on the whole custom interior thing. I would just like to have seen it with white or either red guts. That would have been fine by me. But I think it's sick that he restored that car. From what I understand, that's the car from the video. So that's really cool, and I applaud him for that. Like I said, he's a really cool guy. I've watched some stuff, over the years by him and stuff like that. And he's just a really cool guy. Yeah, happy Sunday. So it's a push rod blower car. Is that what it is? I couldn't tell because of the shroud over the engine. So does anybody have any specs on the engine or anything like that was done to it? Yeah, I saw the Go Ice front plate. That was pretty cool. So that's still the same. G-Funk no spinners on a 5.0. I don't know who restored it, Brian. I haven't really watched it. This is more of just an open conversation about it because I know a lot of you know more about it. But I just ran across it earlier today and thought it was really cool. So he was wearing a Honda racing shirt. Dayton's on 5.0s, yeah. So I don't know who restored it. You guys can tell me if you know. No, but it looked like an Explorer intake manifold. Yeah, I know, right? Finders keepers. I feel so old hearing 5.0 Mustang restore stories. I agree, man. That's hey, we're getting older. It is what it is, right? But it's just part of it. You know, I'm 41. I will be 42 this year. And where did the time go? Aubrey, you're gonna be old one day too. It's coming. So don't laugh at old people because one day you're gonna be old yourself. All right. Yeah, exactly, finders keepers. Yet here we are, bro. We are old. It is what it is. Let me see if I can move this camera. Yeah. Let me move this camera up, guys. It's probably going to be a little noisy. Let me see. That way you can hear me a little better.
G-Funk turned 45 last Monday.
G-Funk.
Happy late birthday.
G-Funk, you're old. You're old, man. There we go. Let's just do that. Okay. Now it's all up in my grill, but I think you guys can hear me a little better. What am I bringing? Go Fast Nation asked, what am I bringing to Ford Takeover? I don't know just yet. I don't know if I'm going to try to bring both Foxes or just one. So I don't know if it's going to be this car or the Retro Fox. The Retro is probably the more reliable of the two. As of right now, for sure. So we'll just see how that goes. We got a little bit of time. So everybody looks like we got 57, we got 40. So yeah, and G-Funk is 45. So I don't feel so bad, but that's about what I expect. My target audience is probably in their late 30s to late 40s, probably in their early 50s.
I'm the youngest one who watches this
You don't count. You don't count.
Sorry,
guys, I'm a little stuffy tonight. I've had some sinus issues for the past couple of days. It's been rough. And of course, I got to go back to work tomorrow. I'm starting to feel better. So that's how that goes, right? You're sick while you're off, and then, you go back to work and start feeling better. All right, what do we got? I just need to kick back. Like, that's what I want to do. I want to kick back. Let me see if I can get my feet propped up. Whew, that's what I'm talking about. We can do something now. We can do something, guys.
I'm the one who can do that.
33, 44. Okay, so yeah, looks like everybody's somewhere in the 30s to 40s, early 50s, stuff like that. It's kind of what I figured. I had looked at all that stuff not too long ago, and that seemed to be about right. Yeah, Frankenstein says, get a lazy boy. Yeah, I know, right? Steven, I appreciate that. Nice cover behind you. It's a clone or a tribute car. Just in case maybe you're new to the channel or you don't know. Wow, Chandler, you're 20. Okay. Well, thank you for being here. And I appreciate you guys carrying the torch. What do I think the most famous Foxbody of all time is? It would probably be Vanilla Ice's car. Rob's car, if I'm not mistaken. G-Funk says, bring Yellow Wolf. Man, I don't know. I probably won't bring Yellow Wolf. I had thought about it, but I probably won't do that. Mr. Gold, you're 17. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. Thank you to everybody, but really thank you to the younger generation for caring enough and coming in and hanging out with us. I really do appreciate it. You don't count, like I said.
I do count.
You have to be here. I'll make her. As a matter of fact, it's time for Aubrey to read me some comments. Elmore County in the house. That's what's up. That's my boy right there. Changed the name on me, by the way. Go Fast is 36. Dom is 33. What do you have in store for the channel this year? I wasn't seriously. Wasn't talking to you. So for the channel this year, we'll be getting this car on the road and getting it roadworthy. That's a big thing. Like, we really have to get to that point, because right now it might look good, but we got to get it where it's roadworthy and get all the bugs worked out of it, and then possibly put some boost on it this year. Do maybe some suspension, some tires, stuff like that. We don't have anything planned big this year, guys. We're just going to chill out. I'm in chill mode now, and I really just want to hang out with you guys more, have more live streams, and just sit back and talk and do stuff like this. Maybe have some special guests on the channel from time to time. Anybody that's been with the channel for a while, you can see that the channel is slowly rounding a new corner, I guess you could say. We're at a turning point. We're not doing so many tricks and tips like we used to do, and that's simply because, guys, I've done about everything I can think of that I know as far as tips and tricks go. So we're kind of to a point now where it's just whatever comes up. We're going to talk about it. We're going to do it, and if I can help you in any way, I will. But right now, I'm kind of out of tips and tricks.
Carson Smith said that he's 14.
Carson, you're 14? Wow. Okay.
Now I'm not the youngest.
14. That's awesome. So let me ask you something, Carson. What got you into Foxbodies? Is your dad in Foxbodies? Your mom? Somebody in your family? What makes you be into these Foxbodies? I'm curious. Any suggestions on straightening out the side skirts on a Foxbody besides using the heat gun, or where I can buy GT side skirts? Aaron, I suppose you've already seen my video. A heat gun and some 2x4s is what I used to straighten mine out, and it worked great. I have a video on that. I don't know the name of it, but it was from when I had the red car when I first bought it. So it would probably be from like 2017 or so, or 18. I don't even know. One of those years anyway. Check it out, but I don't know of any other way. You're going to have to put heat on it. Point blank, because that's what actually warped them up to start with, was all this heat.
He said his dad is the one who got him into it.
Okay, well, that's awesome. That's what I love seeing that. So thanks for being here, Carson. I really do appreciate that. Damn millennials buying up mint Foxbodies. Hey, I don't care. If the millennials want to buy up these Foxbodies, let them have them. Just take care of them and do right by them. You know what I mean? I would hate if my daughters or somebody, one of my kids, wanted to buy a Foxbody. I would hate for them to be ridiculed because they're young. That's what we want, but we want them to do them right, obviously. I mean, ultimately, it's their car, right? I mean, if they buy it and want to cut it in half and sink it at the bottom of the river, I mean, that's their business, but we prefer you do the cars right, do them some justice. Any plans to work on Andrew's car? Alan, I actually worked on Andrew's car today. Well, I robbed a part off of it anyway. Andrew's out of town, so he wouldn't be needing those parts. So I went over there and got an out of their control off of his car. But no plans to speak of. We've talked about doing some stuff, but we don't really have any plans with his car yet. I don't even know what he wants to do to it, other than maybe like a small supercharger.
What's the correct way to install rocker arms?
The correct way to install rocker arms? I guess you mean like how to set the lash, which there's zero lash on these. The way I do it is I check that the valve is closed. So I do them individually, right? So check and make sure whichever valve that you want to install on top of, make sure that valve is closed. And at that point, drop your rocker arm on it. Snug it down to where you feel just a little bit of tension, zero lash, right? And then as soon as that happens, go ahead and go a half turn, anywhere from a quarter turn to a half turn, and then lock it down.
Wait, Smitty, are you Carson's dad?
Yeah, I was gonna ask if Carson's dad was on here. So is that right? What do I think of the Anderson N series cams? Foxbody, Radical Ass. I love those cams. Matter of fact, I kind of wish I would have went with it. I was going to get the N41 and chickened out because of piston to valve clearance, possible issues. So I went with the Trick Flow Stage 1 cam. I'm very, very seriously considering picking up the B31 cam next, or the N41, because we do want to put a small supercharger on the car. So I like those cams a lot, guys. You can't go wrong with Anderson cams.
You can check out G-Funk's latest video on rocker arms.
Yeah, G-Funk. Why are we always doing the same type stuff? Or you can check out my video. How about that, G-Funk? You check out my video on it. Okay, so Smitty, that's your son Carson. Well, Smitty, I want to say thank you so much for raising an awesome son. He seems to be really cool, and the fact that he's on here, both of you are on here, and he's 14 and he's into this, looks like you did it the right way. So thank you so much.
Carson is in the bedroom watching, and I am in the garage watching.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So N41, mine cleared, but what heads do you have though, G-Funk? Because it's all about the valve angle and the heads. You know, you basically, if you put a 202 160 valve set up in like a set of stock heads, you can't run hardly anything much over a B cam because the angle is wrong. It's not wrong, but it's not, what am I trying to say? It's not efficient. So it's going to get down into the piston, into the fly cuts. So these new heads are angled differently, like a Trick Flow twisted wedge style, to where they angle down a little better, and they utilize the fly cuts a little better in the tops of the pistons.
Finders Keepers wants to know what's your pick for sound between Flowmaster or Mac on a Fox.
Flowmaster, if you're talking about tailpipes, Mac mufflers if you're going to do turn downs, because obviously, as far as I know, Mac only sells them as like a turn down kit. I mean, I'm sure you can probably get them somewhere, but they're called Pro Dumps. I love Pro Dumps, but at the same time, if you're going to run tailpipes, I like a Flowmaster on that. Which I am looking at some Black Widow mufflers, by the way, for this car. So you have the N61 cam. Ooh, boy, that's a nasty little cam right there. Do I have any clearance issues lock to lock with the Cobra wheels? Yes, I do. And that's something that I've got to change. I've got to put some limiters in there so that I don't have that problem anymore.
Someone said the steering wheel on...
G-Funk. Yeah, appreciate it. I was joking about it. What?
Somebody said the steering wheel on Vanilla Ice's car now ain't the same as the one in Ice Ice Baby. Only a trained eye will catch that.
Yeah, that was a Momo on the original. I don't know what this is that he's got in here now, but they are not the same steering wheel. I did notice that actually. Mac always sounds a tad deeper. Yeah, they do. Mac mufflers sound really good. I'll be honest with you guys. As far as, you know, we get a bad droning sound in these Foxbodies. They're just notorious for that. It's just the way they are. I get more of a drone with a 2-chamber or a 3-chamber than I do with a 1-chamber. I've actually run 1-chambers and got less drone from that. And a 3-chamber will drone on you too. Mac here, yeah. So what do you guys think about the new car? For those of you who have seen Rob's new car, Vanilla Ice's new car unveiled, what do you guys think about it? I really love the exterior of it because it's basically stock. The interior, I'm just not a custom interior guy. I don't really care much for all that stuff. But I think the car looks really good, and I think it's an awesome thing that he brought that car back. I just think that's so cool. So all these little things help the Fox community, guys. Everything that anybody does, it helps the community. Anytime one of these cars sells, it's better for us in the long run. Delta Flow 40s, yes. Delta Flows are nasty. I like those. What's that? I seem to have lost my mojo with the videos. No Big Productions. I don't know. I guess you're talking to me on that. I've not really lost my mojo. I had to scale everything back. You know, the videos are more just what they are now, right? I don't feel like I need to hype the videos up. Let's just be honest. with each other here, okay? We're real people here talking. When it comes to YouTube, and it sucks at us this way, but when you first start a channel, you've got to pay attention to algorithms. You've got to pay attention to wordplay, how you word things, your thumbnails, all the stuff. You have to set yourself apart from everybody else. So in your videos, you're going to have a bunch of music, or I did. Sorry, I'll say I did. I had a bunch of music and a bunch of cuts and all this type of stuff, and amped the videos up. Basically, it was like spinnerbait, right? Not clickbait, but it was like spinnerbait. I had to put a product out there that would make you guys want to watch it, because I knew I had a story to tell, and I wanted to share it with you guys. But ultimately, you have to build that trust with the community and with your subscribers. I think we're to that point now where I can relax a little bit, and it is one of the best feelings in the world. I'm not gonna lie. It's one of the best feelings to be able to sit here and relax and not have to worry about some big production, okay? So I don't know if that's what you're talking about or not. That is something that I did want to share with you guys. So I appreciate the support. I would not be able to do this if you guys didn't support me like you did throughout this whole time. So thank you so much. Appreciate that, T-Web.
Brutal, I just talked about titles on my live stream. Very important.
Who said that?
G-Funk.
G-Funk? G-Funk, are we connected somehow? Man, I'm telling you guys, me and G-Funk are always on the same page. It's the craziest thing. I'm just gonna leave that there. Yeah, the hardest thing is talking to the camera. I'm used to it now for the most part. But the crazy thing is, I can sit here and talk to you guys on a live stream and not stumble as much as I do if I have the camera in my face doing a video that I'm going to record and edit later. It's the weirdest thing ever. But, the live streams are just more relaxed. They're not going to get the views that the other videos do. So it is what it is, I guess. I'm just glad to be here. Yeah, Joe 50, we talked about that today earlier about Kobe, man. That's horrible. I don't even know what to say about it. That's just really bad. It saddened me to hear that, to get that news today. First person I called was Andrew, because he's a huge basketball fan, and somebody had already called him before I did. And as soon as I got the notification, I called him. So Andrew's a big basketball fan, so it's a bad day, guys. So 50 Fox says, I'm the worst at naming my videos. So, on naming your videos, you really have to get creative until, of course, you get a loyal enough following that people are going to watch you no matter what you put out. You have to get creative on them. Wordplay. It's all about wordplay. If you can get that wordplay right, that's what's going to make them click your video. That's what's going to give you the view, okay? The content inside of it really doesn't matter. It depends on how long, it will matter as far as how long they stay in your video and watch it. But to get the clicks, you need the title and the thumbnail. That is it. Nothing else. The content doesn't matter as far as getting the views. But you want to have good content, obviously. So they'll come back and watch your next one. What's up? Nothing.
Brutal and G-Funk equals man crushes. That's great.
Man crushes, yeah. I might have a man crush on G-Funk. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, man. The worst part of that was horseplay was the fact that his daughter was with him. Guys, I don't even want to talk about that. It just makes me sad. Aubrey's not much older than that, and I've got. It's just bad. Old Rabbit always makes sure to have a pretty girl in the thumbnail. Yeah, that's one thing I steered clear from was having women in the thumbnail and stuff like that. I mean, I got kids, right? So, I try to stay away from that. But hey, if it works, it works. If you can do it, then do it. But the original Ice Fox was an 87, 88. The Fox unveiled was a 90 model. Hold on, I thought that was the car that was used in the video. Am I wrong on that, guys? I'm reading comments, so sorry for the silence here. I clicked no on is it made for kids. When you post a video, YouTube has this new thing now. You have to click if it's made for kids or no. Always click no. I'd rather be safe than sorry. If it costs me a couple extra views, then it just does. So, White Dragon Cloud. Well, so this is your first time on the stream. Well, congratulations. Glad to have you here. This is what we do. We just sit and chill, right? We talk. You guys post up whatever you want to. You can carry on a side conversation. It really doesn't matter. Tonight's topic, though, really was the vanilla ice fox, the ice fox, the fact that it's back. And like I said, I mean, it really matters. That type stuff matters. The more fox bodies that are in the news, the better off we are. Now, a lot of people will argue that they don't want these foxes. They don't want people to know about the foxes. They want to keep getting them at a really cheap price and kind of keep that, keep it under the radar. And I get that side of it too, but at the same time, it's just really cool to finally see these cars getting the attention that they deserve. You don't see IROCs out there, getting this type of attention. And I like those cars too. But doesn't clicking on it automatically get the video demonetized? No, does not. It basically targets a different audience is all it is. So you really need kid-friendly content if you're going to be posting. If you click that yes, okay, because they could audit you, and then maybe you got a cuss word in it, or maybe I don't know, just anything out of the blue, right? Maybe you got a knife and you're cutting something with it to open a package or something, right? And the way YouTube may say, well, that's not kid-friendly. So let's see. Cover at the station a week ago was looking good. I appreciate it. So you saw the cover at the gas station? LW. Let's see what we got here. Jordan, I don't know what's going on there. Hold on. What we got? I put my dog in my videos. People love him more than me. Yeah, that's always an angle. You can put your animals in the videos or in the thumbnail, stuff like that, and help out.
People love my cat more than me. I don't know about that.
Yeah. I mean, Tricky Nicky, you're right. Just having them in the public eye is a good thing for us, in my opinion, anyway. New Edge is fantastic. I own both. Now, I like an SN car. Probably better than I do a New Edge, but really the only New Edge I like, in my opinion, is the Mach 1s and the Cobras, and obviously, that's about it for the most part. I do like the Celine's also, but my favorite is a white-on-white SN95 Celine. Oh, love that. Good fascination. As far as price and cult following, etc. Yeah, well, that's the thing. I mean, no one person's going to drive the prices of these cars up, crazily. Now, prices are I guess steadily going up, but at the same time, I mean, there's so many junk cars out there, right? Nobody's going to pay you, $5,000 for just a piece of crap car. So I don't think it's ever really going to get to that point. Not in my lifetime, anyway. There's too many of these cars produced, too many made. But a good example of one, though, will absolutely go for more money.
Hi, Mustang Lad.
Mustang Lab in the house?
Yeah. Brutal. I'm bringing my 98 Cobra to Ford Takeover.
Good deal. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to be bringing to Ford Takeover, to be honest with you, just yet. Yeah, 98 Cobras are awesome.
Andrew is at school, right?
Yeah, he's got school for work. He's got a class for work, so that's where he's at right now. What was I going to say? Oh, I guess I could go ahead. You guys you want me to let you in on a little secret? Since how many followers we got or people watching? 117 people. 116. So I don't think me spilling a little bit of the beans to 116 people is really going to affect my next video. So you guys want a little bit of an inside scoop on something? Yeah. So, all right. Just reading through some more comments before we do that. Yeah, you're right. You know, Foxbody Radical. It depends on where you live. Down here, you can still get these cars pretty cheap for the most part. You can get a nice example of a Foxbody for $5,000 down here. You're not going to pay that up north. You're just not.
Let's hear it.
Well, we are. We're going to talk about it. In just a second. Did I get the vert? No, I didn't mean to mislead anybody on that. No, we didn't get the vert, guys. So, it's not a big deal, right? But I like secrets. I love secrets. It's just fun. I don't know. That's just the way I am. I do the same thing with the kids. Like, I won't tell them something, you know, just because I can keep it from them. I don't tell them crap. So it's not really going to change anything. Like I said, we've only got 100 and something people watching. So, yeah, I'll go ahead and tell you guys. So, we have started. Just reading comments. No, we have started tuning the car. So I started on it Friday. Started tuning on the Calypso clone, and it's going pretty good, guys. I really can't complain. I'm having a few issues with the initial startup, meaning like once it starts, I'm having some idle air control issues. So I've got to figure that out. But yeah, we are in the tuning process, but you guys got to keep this secret though, okay? Because my next video coming out, we're going to talk about it. But anyway, you'll see. You're about 2 videos ahead right now as far as knowledge goes. So I will tell you this. I'll let you guys in on another little secret. I am thoroughly impressed with this tuner studio. Thoroughly impressed, guys. I think almost anybody can do this. Okay, I am not a tuner. I need to know more about the workings of a computer and how they operate, but I don't. But it's okay. You don't have to. We will be letting the auto tune function help us out here pretty soon. Yes. Guys, this is a secret, okay? I gave you a tidbit of information. You did not miss anything. There's no install video. There's none of that, okay? This is just an inside scoop. So just kind of, keep it tight-lipped if you don't mind. It's not going to matter really, but I like secrets. So the next video that you see will be a kind of a huge, like, not unboxing, but parts list that we have for this car. Had a bunch of parts come in over the weekend. And wow, guys, we got a lot of stuff to install on this thing. But we are officially tuning the car right now. So it's been awesome. Shane said he told his wife about the secret. She's not impressed. Yeah, I don't imagine so. She's probably like, what? Exactly. It didn't happen if you didn't put it on Facebook. Yeah, right. And I guess I can tell you guys another little, it's not a secret, but a tidbit of information. I do have a Facebook page, but it's spelled brutal instead of Brutal. And I mean, you guys can, friend me or whatever you want to on Facebook. That's fine. I don't actively use it. The only reason, and there again, I love this because everything's behind the scenes, right? The only reason that I have the Facebook page is so that I can go in these groups and let you guys know that I'm there. That's it. Occasionally I'll come in, I'll drop by, I might drop a picture of one of my cars. If somebody's talking about, like, post, pictures of red foxes, I might post the retro fox. Sometimes if I recognize some of your cars or some of your names or something like that from Instagram, I'll comment on it. But that's about it. Like, my page is not actively being used, but I do get on there and troll a little bit.
Gearhead don't do Facebook.
Yes, Frankenstein. Yes. You'll know it has the Fox logo, the retro Fox logo, so you'll notice it. You can't have a page. Astro T5 is fantastic. Yeah, who said that? Jimmy. Man, I'd love to have an Astro T5. Love it. So if somebody wants to send one, go ahead and send it over this way. No Facebook here. Yeah, I don't really do the Facebook thing for the most part. Is Gearhead in the house? Yep, there he is. Gearhead don't do Facebook. Gearhead needs to start a Facebook page, don't you think, guys?
Yes. Do it. Do it, Gary.
He has accounts, but he don't use them. Clickbait. Yeah, I don't really use them. Like I said, it's just there to let you guys know that I am out there actively in the community, watching, seeing what's been talked about and stuff like that. I log in probably once every 3 or 4 days, and I'll go around and occasionally I'll post something. That's it. Or I won't post anything, like start a new thread or a new post. I'll just comment on something. Yes, I have a Facebook and don't even use it. I don't really care about Facebook. I keep up with football and Foxbody stuff on Facebook. That's it. Nothing else. All right, Frankenstein said he found it. Send a request. Like I said, that's fine, guys. You can send a request. Try not to message me through that. I'm not gonna answer it. I just won't. It's not what it's for. Instagram, I already had to back off of it because I just don't have the time. All right, let's see. As we always do, if you guys got any questions or anything, if there's any way I can help you out, post up your questions. I know a lot of times questions don't get answered because I ramble a lot, but post them up and see if we can help anybody out. Let me ask you guys a question. How much does an A9L computer or A9P computer go for? What should I ask for that? Because I'm thinking about unloading a couple, and we could use the extra cash to put back in the car. Best bolt-in roll cage. Proline, I do not know. No clue, man. I'm not a roll cage guy, so sorry. First question right off the bat, I have no clue. 150, 200 bucks. Aren't they 400 retail? I don't think they're that much. I was thinking it was like 150 to 200, somewhere in there. $100 cash. They go for more than that around here. Question, what's the widest tire you can fit in the rear from Ben? Well, that's all relative. You know, are you going to get your hammer out and beat on some things? Are you going to roll the fenders? I would say safely like a 285, 275, typically without having to roll any fenders. Up to, hell, a 305, 315 if you're going to beat on it enough and get the right offset and back spacing. Okay, so 150 to 250 for A9L. Well, what about an A9P? The A9P, since they are universal and can be used in both. I'm just curious. 300 bucks, I believe they go for. Love the carb life. Eric, buddy, let me tell you. I told you that this tuning is going good, but guys, there was a time today that I almost just snatched all of the stuff off. I was like, you know what? We can fix all these problems by going carbureted. Oh my Lord. You know, this car coming from a parts car to what it is now is, I would never do this again. I don't think I have it in me to do another one of these cars because every nut and bolt on this thing has been touched, had to be changed, had to be modified. I couldn't do it again. It's just, oof, it was rough. Like I said, I was having some idle air control issues, and I figured it out, so it wasn't that big of a deal. But yeah, I was upset, guys. All right, what else we got here? Oh, hold on. Hammer, yes. Fender, roll fenders, yes. So being on that, I would say like a 305. You could probably squeeze in there. If not, a 285 for sure. Just depends. 350 bucks where you're at. I saw a question about a harness, I thought.
You did.
What was that question? Thoughts on, okay, thoughts on harness, bar versus cage. If you're just going to be on the street and you just want a harness, I'd probably just put the bar in, or like just put the loop in anyway. I had that in one of my Foxbodies and that was fine. Plus it does provide a little bit of rollover protection, so there's that. Yeah, there's other guys in the comment section that can elaborate on this a little more. Guys, we're going to keep it short tonight, by the way. I've not mentioned it, but how long have we been on this? I can hear Camley inside. I don't know if you guys can hear her, but yeah, she's upset. So we're going to keep this kind of short tonight, probably about an hour or so. So we'll go another 25 minutes or so, and we'll cut this one short. Yeah, hardest bar is fine for belts. I do know that. What else? What else?
Oh.
Little Blue Coupe, watching it work, about time to go home. Hey man, thanks. Appreciate it. Carbs are just controlled fuel leaks. Yep, they are. And they have worked for years and years. And I almost wish that we went carb just for something different. But, you know, we're going to see this thing through. Which the car is drivable right now. I drove it today, actually. And there is definitely a power difference for sure. I'm not going to go any more detail than that. Tell you guys what I've done outside of that. But we are tuning the car. We're not going to talk about what we're using to tune it with or any of that. But it is in the process of being tuned, and it does run a lot better.
Horseplay motoring, I hope you feel better.
Jesus Christ, Ford Blue, what are you talking about? 15 by 10 with a 325. Good Lord, that's a lot of time. Any fix to surging idles when warm start. So, Sawmill, that's a problem with these cars, and I think it's a fuel pressure issue. Or not a fuel pressure, it's a fuel issue, because when these cars are hot, they don't need a lot of fuel. With a stock computer, there's not really a lot you can do. And it could be a regulator issue that you're having, or none of your settings should have changed in the computer, right? So you got to think, when this car was new, it would start fine whenever it was hot. So something else is causing that issue. But typically, from what I've found over the years, when a car is too rich or dumping too much fuel on initial startup, when it's hot, then it will cause surging pretty bad. What that might be, I don't know. It could be a bad sensor causing it to dump extra fuel. Check your coolant temperature sensor and your ECT and your ACT. Those could be bad, and those could be causing a problem. If they're sending a false reading to the computer and it thinks it's cold and it needs to start in cold startup, then it could cause surging.
Yeah, who's going with you for takeover? Me or Andrew?
I don't know yet. You want to go?
Yes.
Should I let her go? Yes or no? So, Tall Starlight, is that right? I think the A9P is better value because it works with both. And yeah, I agree too. The A9P is really, so many years ago, I always searched for the A9L if I needed a computer. I knew that the A9P would work, but that's definitely the way to go, the A9P, for sure. What else? What we got?
Some people are telling me that I shouldn't go.
Yeah, she shouldn't go. Exactly. Do not go. Cut and dry. G-Funk says, Gearhead, you finally get to meet me again. Yeah, I was about to say, you guys already met. If you were to switch to carb, what's your go-to for intake and carb setup, if any? So, on the street, I like the Torquer 2 intake. I know, right? Torquer 2 intakes are great. If not, a Victor Jr. intake's fine. As far as carburetors go, I've been out of the game so long on the carburetors, I don't know. But back in the day, I like the Proform carburetors, the Holley HP, or just a good old, honed out air horn cut off, choke assembly cut off Holley. So just really depends.
Take both of us.
Take both? Who? You and Andrew?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you got to ride with me. Andrew's not riding with me. So.
I mean, if Andrew did ride with us, though, me and him would, I would be picking on him, like I always do. But.
Yes, quick fuel. Yes, absolutely. Oh, the Demon carburetors are really good, too. Buddy of mine actually had a 650 Demon on his car. Went, I guess we can talk about it now because that's old stuff. Like 630s. Yeah, 630s with a little 650 Demon. A lot of work done to it, don't get me wrong, don't misunderstand, but it was stock bottom in car. Everything had been worked over though. First impressions on a micro squirt? Well, I don't know if is that what we're using? I don't know. Hey, I try. G-Funk, what you talking about?
He was talking about, he said that you should let me drive.
No, I want to arrive alive. Sawmill says, I've changed them all. Coolant temperature sensor, O2 sensor, maybe the computer, and I hate to say that. God, I'm not one of those guys that automatically thinks computer, but it might be worth checking. Have you changed the regulator? The regulator may be getting too much fuel. I'm not sure. But Sawmill, have you done the base idle reset? Have you went through that procedure, lowered your timing? That is one thing that'll cause surging is high timing. So try to keep your timing around 12 degrees. Try that, and then do the base idle reset. So let me know on that, Sawmill, if you've done that. Victor Jr. with a 750 quick fuel. Absolutely.
Mustang Lab said a Memphis video reaction riding in the Terminator.
Oh, you guys, I wish you could have seen Memphis in the Terminator. She rode home with me, and she was like in the back seat. She didn't know what to do. Yeah. Matter of fact, go get Memphis. Tell her to come out here. You guys want to see Memphis for a second? She's always wanting to be on the channel. She wants to come out, but I never know what she's going to say, right? So I have to be careful. She comes out here, and God knows what she's going to say. All right, Sawmill, get back up with me if you've not answered that already. Should let you review the, so Gearhead, you want to review the Calypso? Why? You would be, unimpressed for sure. I've done the base auto reset. The timing's at 14 degrees. Try the timing at 12 degrees. Look, Memphis. You gonna say anything? Nothing? Look, you're live. You gonna hide from the camera?
Say hey, Memphis.
You don't want to say anything? No? They're right there, baby.
Say
All
hi.
of YouTube is watching you right
Just
now.
say hi to them.
And you're just gonna lock up?
Someone said hey to you.
See, people are saying hey.
Can you say hey to them?
That's right, guys. It's just a family affair here, like I told you. So that's what we do. Let's see what else. Everybody's waving to you, baby. Wave to them. She is shy beyond belief.
You don't have to say hi. Just wave at them.
Just wave.
Just wave at them. Just wave at them.
That's my baby girl right there, guys. Micro Squirt. Best upgrade. I don't. Ben, you know I don't do brakes, so I don't know. Some what are they? Ceramic pads or whatever the hell they are from the auto parts store. That's like my upgraded brakes. I don't know. So yeah, Mustangs are definitely in her blood, Red Man. Babe, what kind of car do you like?
The red Mustang and the green one.
The red Mustang and the green one. Which one do you like the most?
Both.
Both. That's a safe answer. What kind of car are you going to drive whenever you turn 16?
The Mustang.
Well, there you go, guys. There's your answer. So yeah, she is. She's absolutely into the Mustang. She loves them. I catch her every once in a while. She'll have like a little fake camera or something, and she'll be pretending to vlog. So I don't know if that's a good thing or not. I don't really want her doing all that. Kids do too much of that as it is these days. But yeah, she's probably gonna like whatever I like.
This one right here says, "Hey Memphis, best girl's name in the world."
Yeah. So
You hear that?
so if you guys don't know, her name is Memphis Rain from. I'm not even gonna say it. You guys know already. Had to drop the S on the end of Rains, obviously. So you guys get it. Gearhead said, "What's up?" He said, "Hey, you want to wave to him?" No, you don't. There we go. Then you already know. Yeah, everybody already knows. So it's Memphis Rain is her name, and I think it's just really cool. Yeah, it's Shane. He says his son thinks that Mustangs are the only nice car. That's the way I raise my kids. Like, okay, you might think that's a really nice BMW. I'm like, yeah, but like that's just a BMW. You know, look at that Foxbody over there. Look at that Mustang. When it rains, it pours. That's right. That's right. That's a cool name. I appreciate it. I tell you what, I wish I could get her a 67 Fastback or 67 Shelby. I've got a 65 Fastback. I've got a 67 Coupe. I don't have a 67 Fastback. All right, guys. Any other questions or anything like that you guys want to answer? I know you've already asked a lot, and I've probably skipped them. So here's your chance again. Hey, if you don't feel obligated to just type something, okay? That's not how we work around here. If you don't have any questions, you don't have any questions. The Mustang 2 is the real deal. Yeah, Tricky, I hear you. I hear you. Yes, Memphis is 5.
Hey, he has a daughter named Shelby. She's 5 years old too.
Yeah, Shelby. That was obviously one of the names that we were looking at and wanted to go with. SN axle shaft have the ABS ring, one ring. So the SN axles I think are a little longer than Foxbody axles, if that's what you're asking. Tricky Nicky, what are you talking about? I know you tripping. You are tripping. You don't like the Mustang 2. You trolling, man. I know. Now my mom. All right, so I'm gonna give you a check. Mama Brutal, are you watching? My mom watches and she calls herself Mama Brutal. That's not what her name is on here, but she loves Mustang 2s. So go ahead and sound off, Mama, if you're watching.
Hey, Madison.
Ever use the Typhoon intake? You going inside, baby? No, you go hang out.
Get your food out here.
Yes, I have used the. Hold on. Gearhead 704. Thank you. Always with the 704. Remind me, is the Typhoon the fuel injected intake, or is that what was the other one? The Hurricane, or what was that? I have used both. They work fine, by the way. Tips for winter storing, winter storage, no heat in the garage. Where do you live at, Emerald Notch? For us, we don't have to worry about anything. You just put it in there, put a battery tender on it, and you're good to go. I like to get the cars up off the ground just so the tires don't flat spot, obviously. But I don't have any like winter tips per se because we don't really have cold winters around here. 94, 95s are the same width. Are you sure about that? Ford Blue. Are you sure about that? Maybe, yeah, the New Edge I know are longer. So, yeah, you're probably right. Oh. Yeah, that's what that says. When I put a new 7.3 motor in a Fox or a Crown Vic, Mikey Grantham, I don't know, man. I honestly just don't know about that. Probably not. I'm to a point in my life where I don't crave horsepower and all that stuff like I used to. So probably not. But I mean, obviously that's going to be a very popular modification on down the road for everybody. One's already in the works right now, but not really for me, I guess. Are you at work, Mikey? Am I going to buy a new supercharger or just snag a used kit? Absolutely, BAB is going to be a used kit. I cannot afford a new one. It's just too much money. Memphis needs candy and toys and stuff like that, right? So I can't spend all of her money.
But your dad said that money is hers.
Yes, battery tender, stable, and gas tank. Oh, that was for Memphis? Oh, okay. All right, that'll work. Well, Gearhead just sent you $7. So
And 4 cents.
And 4 cents. Actually, that'll probably go towards her Disney fund. Yeah, we have a Disney fund.
Yeah.
That's how poor people have to do it, guys.
Hi, Jay.
We put money in a jar.
Jay.
So yeah, the battery tenders, stay-bill, and the gas tank, obviously good options. Yeah, so it's basically essentially that Typhoon intake is made after a Elderbrock intake.
Shane said we have a Disney fund too.
Yeah, I mean, guys, you've got to. You saw right here, right now, 3 kids. In this house that live here every day, there's 4 kids. They all want to go to Disney World. I tried to get away from, taking Aubrey, but looks like she wants to go, so it's just expensive. So at some point, we're gonna have to scale this, this parts buying back a little bit, so that we can enjoy some more fruits of our labor on YouTube and use it for something else. Take the kids to Disney World. What?
I got a chair.
You got a chair? Okay. Let me see if I can see you on camera, baby.
I can see.
Yeah. Okay. All right. What else have we missed here? Because I've been rambling once again. Okay, James says I put a B&M Hurst shifter in my car and now it does not want to shift out of first. Should I replace the shifter cable? The shift cable? I guess you mean clutch cable? So if you put a B&M Hurst shifter in your car and now it won't shift out of first, so it's like it's stuck in first, probably what's happened is you've overthrown the shifter. If the end points were not set correctly on your shifter when you went into first, you possibly threw that synchronizer ring too far forward. You can get it back, but be mindful when you do that, really try to just bump the handle back. And the reason why I'm saying that is you can break a shift fork if that's the case. It's not the end of the world though. Don't worry about it. If it's stuck in first gear and that's the problem, try to get behind the shifter knob, right? So try to get behind it and try to bump it and see if you can get that to release. If not, you're gonna have to get some way to move the engine or push the car a little bit to get it to free up and try to bump it back. Just be mindful, be careful that you don't break anything if that's what you're talking about, it being stuck in first. Then set the end points, the stop points on your shifter handle so that it doesn't do that anymore. Do I have a 9-to-5 job? I wish I had a 9-to-5 job. No, I have a 6-to-6 job. What did you do, Aubrey?
They said Pepsi or Coke. I said Coke.
Daddy,
What?
food's ready.
Food's ready? What are we eating, baby?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay.
Noodles.
Noodles?
Oh, noodles.
Okay. Alright, I'll be there in a minute, baby.
Okay.
Let's see. Hold on. I missed a bunch of stuff. Did that answer the question? I don't remember who asked the question about the shifter. But did that help in any way? Because I may have just completely gone off track. I may have misunderstood what you said. Exactly. So Ben says taking to Disney World, the memories last forever, and they do. That's like the whole thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everything that we do right now, we're making memories with our kids. They're going to remember this. I remember as a kid just hanging out outside with my dad, working on cars. Just the fact that he was in the area, he was around me, was comforting. I could get outside, I could play as a kid, and I could see him. You know, I wasn't under the car with him all the time, but just the fact that I was around him doing stuff like that was awesome. So yeah, I mean, kids are impressionable. Every day that you can make a new memory with them, you need to do that. Like what we're doing right now, what Aubrey's doing, she'll remember this when I'm dead and gone. So I plan on outliving her though, truth be known. What's my opinion on Star Wars, the Clone Wars? I'm not a big Star Wars guy. I don't know a lot of it, but I do love Baby Yoda. I can tell you that. Baby Yoda's awesome.
G-Funk said, I remember my dad cussing at cars.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing, right? None of us are perfect. I cuss. I get an attitude. I'm hateful sometimes. I'm mean. I'm human, right? But do you not love me then? So there you go. None of us are perfect. But those are memories that you're going to have for the rest of your life. What I try to do on the channel is I try to remind you guys to be better, to be better people, to be better parents, to be motivated. But at the same time, I'm teaching myself. All this stuff is directly related to me. Also, I'll watch some of my videos. I watch all my videos over again, and I watch these videos where I'm talking about this, and I'm thinking, just today I fussed at the kids. I had to yell at them, I had to fuss at them, and I need to learn from it too. So.
And Shane, I mean, you are right. Like, I will remember this when he's gone, because he's taught me so much about foxes and
just life.
And stuff. Like, yeah, life.
Just life in general. We have very long conversations around here. Yes. If they get in trouble, and it's one of those moments where I think we need to, it's a life-changing moment, life discussions, they go on for hours, as you can imagine. I bought 14 gears to install, but I'm thinking about putting the Posi Yukon in. What's my opinion, or just throw the gears in? Sawmill, it depends, really. If you're not having any issues right now with just the one tire fire thing, I would just go ahead and drop the gears in. If you already have the Yukon, then go ahead and drop that in too. Might as well. I'll buy some of your parts. Coke or Pepsi for me, it's going to be Coke. Elmore sent you anything lately for the channel? So Jay, that's a really good question, and we're going to cover that tomorrow. In tomorrow's video, we're going to cover that very topic. And which that's the thing with these live streams. You can't really, I can't target anybody, so I can't say like, hey Tyler, if you're watching, because he's not going to watch this, right? But let me say this. If you guys don't mind, there's always a link down below in the description of every video. And what it is, it's a homepage link to LMR. And it doesn't cost you anything extra. It's just a portal. So when you click that link, Camely is cutting up in there, guys. We're about to have to wrap this up. But when you click that link, you can go in and order whatever it is that you want to order. And all it does is show, it's a statistic, a record of how many people, how much traffic comes through their website from my channel. That's all it is. Okay? So when you guys are buying up all this stuff that you're already going to buy anyway under my name or under my link, then they're able to say, you know what? Let's work with Brutal. You know, he's really driving it home right now. You know, he's helping us out. He's helping the Foxbody community out. So let's see if we can help him on something. I'm not sponsored by them, so don't misunderstand. I'm not sponsored by them, but we do kind of work hand in hand. Okay, that's how that works.
Gearhead, I'm so sorry to hear that.
What's up?
Gearhead said, I don't talk about it much, but my dad was paralyzed when I was 3. He was true gearhead before that, but he never got to pass on his skills to me because of that.
Oh, wow. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I did not know that. I had no clue of that. Well, you know what? You're doing it now, and you're passing it along to your kids. How many kids do you have? I know you got one. I'm looking for you. Wow, the comments just jumped. Try rocking the car, yeah. Try rocking the car. That could help too if you're talking about that. But more than likely, it's just stuck because you overshifted. Did I ever get an answer back on that? Who was that asked that question? Oh, guys, I'm scrolling through comments. Hey, can you just like talk or sing or do something while everybody's waiting?
He has 4 kids.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. You got 4. Okay. I forgot about that. We talked about that night, actually. Dinner time. Yeah, it is definitely dinner time. Guys, I am so sorry. I have missed so many comments and so many questions. I sit here and I tell you guys, ask questions and I'll try to answer them, and then I get to talking and forget everything. I skip over them. Oh, see? Here it is. So James asked a question, and it's an auto. Oh, crap. See? Completely wrong on that. Completely wrong. So yeah, on auto, just try to rock it back and forth. Get under the car and see if you can tap the lever with a hammer. Stuff like that. Let's see. Aubrey will remember when she's driving the Foxes that I got whenever I'm gone. Kind of know about that.
Hey, guess what?
What?
I responded to that one.
You did?
Yeah, that's the one I was talking about earlier.
Oh, well, my bad.
You're welcome. I told you.
All right, well, guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap this thing up. I'm going to keep it short tonight. We're going to go in, as you can hear, food's ready, so I'm going to go in and eat. We've been about an hour, so that should be good. Pay attention. Yeah, hey, I'm over here running my mouth and looking at stuff, and she's got her own thing going over here. She's like replying and stuff like that from her phone, so I don't even know she's answering this stuff. So Ben says his uncle got him into cars, old 50s, 60s, and 70s cars. You know what, Ben, I can relate to that because that's really the way it was for me. We didn't get into the Foxbody thing until the 80s, which I was born in 78, so don't misunderstand. But we didn't work on Fox bodies, I should say, until the late 90s. Coming up, it was always 65s, 73 Mach 1, stuff like that we worked on.
You too, Gearhead.
All right. Camly is just having at it back here, guys. So we're going to go ahead and wrap this thing up. And I do appreciate everybody stopping by. And we will do another live stream. Who knows, right? Whenever. I may get home from work and decide we just need to do a live stream one night. If not, though, I will see you guys next Sunday. And as always, I have to walk behind the camera and cut this off. So it's going to be a little awkward for a little while.